Okay, everybody, I am so excited today because I am joined by Ingrid Torelli, aka Lily, in Late Night with the Devil. We're talking spoilers in this interview, so make sure you watch the film first. Ingrid, how you doing today?
Good, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing great. I absolutely love this film. I'm so excited to talk to you right now. I love this character of Lily. It is iconic, but not only is the character iconic, the entrance is iconic for Lily. I love that she's looking straight at the camera a lot, even during some of the rehearsals. So, were you free to improvise when doing that? And is this like the most fun you've had in a role before?
Colin and Cam, they're just incredible. They really let me do kind of whatever. And yeah, they encouraged me to just follow my instincts. And at the time, I guess I just felt like it was right to look at the cameras. Um, and yeah, it's 100% the most fun I've ever had. It was a blast. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I love that. That makes it even more impressive that you had that a little bit of freedom there. And what I think is also wild about your performance is I'm crediting you as Lily, but you also do have to portray Mr. Wriggles and Madeline. So is that how you kind of looked at it in prep and charted it out a certain way?
Yeah, okay. I guess in the scenes I was thinking of Mr. Wriggles, but I wasn't trying to focus on like scheduling when I thought Mr. Wriggles was was there. But yeah, it was definitely something I had to think about in the scenes. Um
Yeah,
yeah.
and no, for sure. And I think it's just impressive that you're able to tap in all those things and it comes so natural, it seems like for you. And it's also interesting with the character like Lily because it's a complicated character and it's a mysterious character. So we see she's rescued from this church of Abraxas. Did you add more to that backstory though that maybe we didn't see, or were you told stuff by the writers even?
100% at the start. You always have to think about the backstory of your character and what you feel like they've been through in the past. And you talk about it with the directors. I talked about it with Colin and Cam, um, and also Laura as well at the start in the rehearsal process. Me and Laura sat down for like an hour and we talked about, the backstory, Lily's backstory, and Laura's backstory. Um, yeah.
Oh, okay. So I love you brought up Laura because it's such a great relationship seeing that with Lily and Dr. June Ross Mitchell, who Laura plays. So having to build that kind of bond, did you guys like spend extra time together too in prep and kind of get to know each other pretty well?
Yeah, I remember the first day going into set. Laura was in a room. This sounds really weird, but they're like, okay, so go in the room for like an hour, you guys hang out. And yeah, that's basically how we got to know each other. We didn't hang out with each other too much because we really went right into rehearsals and it was a short shoot as well. So, but she's such a lovely person, so I really got along with her and yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean it shows that trust you guys have each other and you both pull off this incredible scene where we're seeing, the demonstration on Lily, but what impressed me is the physical acting you do here is incredible. So can a scene like that not obviously be emotionally draining, but can it be physically draining for you?
Oh, very. And what makes it into the final cut isn't what happened on the day. Like we were doing it all day. I lost my voice and like I was like screaming a lot. And yeah, watching the final take, I was very shocked at like how it came out because you never know. And it takes, ages to do those scenes. Um, yeah. But it was very like tiring, but that's the job and I love doing it and I love getting my teeth into those difficult scenes and it's also an emotional release,
Sure.
like yeah, releasing emotions that maybe you had years ago. It's very therapeutic.
Oh, that's really the cool side of that too. And it really is such an awesome scene that will definitely stick with me. And I wonder too, like as a performer and having to come in and perform that day, do you get nervous like the night before you know that big moment's coming? Like how do you have anything that calms you down prior?
Oh, look, you're always going to be a bit nervous the night before. Sometimes I can't really sleep.
Wow.
have a tea. No, I don't know. Sometimes I'm just up for hours before the night before because you're on the adrenaline, you're thinking about the scene. Yeah,
So the
there's no
reverse of that is there like a also you do something so intense, is there a come down to that like you have to just chill for a second?
after that scene, the possession scene, like I was crying for a very long time, like hours after that.
Oh my
Uh,
God.
it's yeah, really strange. It's almost like something like clicks in your brain and you're just releasing so much emotion. You have to like get yourself out of it. Like this is just make believe. Like look
Does
yourself in the
it's
mirror. They're not the character. Like, yeah.
right. And even just like not just the character, but like this isn't real, right? Like, does it spook you at all doing something this like, like horrifying as this?
Yeah. I mean, it does a bit. When you do those crazy scenes, you look at yourself in the mirror afterwards. You feel a bit detached from yourself. You're like, what? It's a very strange. You do.
Yeah.
That's why I
Yeah.
like family afterwards, or my cousin, my beautiful cousin Mabel, and my auntie Monique. I'm very close to them, but yeah, I love hanging out with them afterwards. Just bringing me back down, like it's make believe.
Yeah,
Chill
yeah,
out.
for sure. So no, it's good to see you're in good standing after that intensity. But what's also cool is that Lily transforms, visually. So how long were you in makeup for that possessed version of Lily?
Ooh, maybe three hours. I think. I hope I'm not getting that time wrong. Around it was a couple of hours. It was a couple of hours. But yeah, I just lay back in the chair and they were just working their magic. There was not much I needed to do at that point. So, they're incredible artists. They work their magic and afterwards I looked in the mirror and was like, what on earth am I looking at? But it helped me get more in character.
Oh, good. That's good. Yeah. And I mean, did you have to, with the makeup in that scene, was it just a 1 day shoot thing, or did you have to do that a couple days?
Oh, look, I think it was a couple of days, yeah. All
Wow.
of that stuff, but it was filmed pretty fast. Like I was only filming for oh, not very long, less than 2 weeks. Yeah.
Oh, that's wow. That's wild.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm scared. I'm getting the time frames wrong, but yes, it was filmed less than 2 weeks.
All your parts in the movie, you're saying, was filmed in less than 2 weeks. Wow, that's incredible. Now I want to know too, because it's like hinted at, but does Lily, you think, ultimately feel betrayed by June doing that live demonstration on TV?
I don't think she feels betrayed. I think she's really excited to be able to show the world what she's got in store. Um, I don't think she feels betrayed. She really wants to show everyone her talent. That's yeah, that's how I interpreted it.
So you take it as she's loving it.
Yeah, she's loving it. All eyes are on her. She's never been around this world before. This is completely new to her because, like thinking about um her life with June, she's not around many people. That's also what I talked about a lot with Laura, the things they get up to and their relationship and stuff. But um yeah.
Yeah, no, that's really cool to hear too. And I guess I'm gonna ask you too, because obviously you're not playing June, but did you feel that June really did love Lily, or was it all about the book for her? Like, how did you, as like maybe an audience member watching the film, kind of read that?
Yeah, I mean, June is spending every day with Lily, so she's naturally gonna grow a connection to Lily. Um, and I think it's more than that. I think, maybe it's the child that June never had. There's
Right.
definitely a connection for June. I don't know about Lily, like that's up to your interpretation. But
Yeah, and I guess that goes back to like creating the backstories for these characters too, which is so fascinating. I think I like they left a lot of it a mystery. And there's a line that's really I loved in the movie that stuck with me that Lily says to Jack, when she says, June says that everyone has a demon inside them, but we can't always control them, can we? did you interpret that as Lily saying that, or Mr. Wriggles or Madeline's spirit maybe directing that at Jack's past actions? Or do you see that as like just Lily straight up saying that?
Oh, I mean, I think there's more to it than Lily
Okay.
just, yeah. And I really like that people have interpreted it that way.
Yeah.
Um, but
Yeah. And do you think that's like, do you take that line as like a theme of the film, you would say?
so that's a big theme of the film. Um, yeah, it's
Yeah. No, and I
interesting
think, no,
opinions and
sorry.
everything.
Say what you were gonna say.
Like it's just interesting reading online, the types of how people have interpreted certain scenes. Like some scenes, I didn't mean to do that on purpose, the way that it was portrayed. But I really like that it was portrayed like that. And maybe some scenes, like in when I was shooting, like I wanted it to come across like that. But yeah, when you're in the scene, you're just trying to be in the moment and really delve in the character. You're not really thinking, try not to focus on the intent.
Yeah, no, that's great advice too for actors. And I'm wondering, like, just talking about staying in the moment in a scene, but was that wild? We see this final scene where Lily's head splits open and there's these gruesome murders, crazy effects. But, without the effects and you on set, does that feel silly? And is that more challenging to maybe stay in a scene like that where you have to really use your imagination?
I mean, not really. I feel like that scene's more technical. Like
Mm.
I'm under a mask, and I
Oh,
think the role is really to like make sure I'm looking at the right point. It's just about it's not about me in that moment. It's really about the crew and you know it's not about me. So yeah, it's just
was it?
about focus really.
Yeah, and was that wild then seeing that? Was that one of the things that really stuck out to you that was crazy to see when it was like the finished product?
Yes, really crazy. I mean, you never know how it's going to come out. Um, yeah.
Was
It's,
that what you were imagining in your head? No pun intended.
oh, that's a hard question. It's very different to what I thought it was going to turn out to be, 100%, because I've never been a watcher of horror films. So, I went in it just trying to delve my teeth into the character and understanding Lily. I didn't, so the final product wasn't like wasn't how I imagined it. 'Cause I don't really watch horror, really.
Did doing the horror now make you want to get more into watching horror or do horror again? Would you love to do horror again?
Love to do horror again. It's extremely creatively fulfilling. You get complex characters, and that's what I love doing. I love playing those character complex, roles. I love understanding their backstory, often with just maybe like a teenage role. That's still fantastic, but you don't get all that creative fulfillment. You don't get to have those opportunities. Yeah.
Yeah, and it seems like the way you're talking about it seems like you like a challenge too, which is pretty cool. And you step up for it. Yeah, I love that. Now just speaking about like, I mean, Stephen King tweeted he thought the film was absolutely brilliant. What kind of confidence does that give you going forward in your career? Like, does that kind of give you maybe even a sigh of relief? Like, oh my God, I'm doing this thing?
I mean, it's just exciting. I definitely didn't expect it to happen at all. Um, I think everyone working on the project is really excited. We were really excited when we saw that. In terms of like myself, I don't know. I haven't really thought about that, but I'm really excited for, the auditions that are coming in. I like putting like interesting tapes down. Yeah, I'm just really excited, honestly. Really excited because I didn't expect this to happen at all. Like some things, you might do something and it might like become really big and you didn't think it was going to become big. And other things you think, oh, they're going to have more of a viewing and it's the opposite. So you never know. But I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, no, you're totally right on that. And I think people will see this film, they're gonna be excited because they see how good you're in it. It's a great film, but you're also such a good actress and you're new to a lot of people. So I think people are excited to see what you do next. I know I am. So But everybody, watch Late Night with the Devil. It is on Shutter now. Ingrid's brilliant. The movie's great. Watch it. Tell your friends about it. Ingrid, I really appreciate you joining me today, and I hope to talk to you in the future.
Having me. Appreciate it.